Howdy, and welcome back to the Texas Bucket List. You know, one of my favorite parts of this great state is its history. Every location around the Lone Star State has something to be proud of and a story to tell. Over in Southeast Texas, the Museum of the Gulf Coast tells their story, and it ranges from everything from prehistory to pop culture. Along the banks of the Sabine River in Orange, down to Port Arthur, and back to Beaumont, you'll find the Golden Triangle, an area rich with Texas history that hails back further than just the discovery of oil in 1901. In fact, you'd be surprised exactly how much gold has been struck in Southeast Texas, but you can find out about it at the Museum of the Gulf Coast in Port Arthur.
We knew we had some stories to tell in the music area, the sports area. We knew we had early man.
Tom Neal is the director of the museum, housed in a mammoth-sized former bank building in downtown. A member of the board of the Port Arthur Historical Society, Tom grew up here, so these stories hit close to home.
Take off in a storyline, you just keep following this thing, and it's amazing how this one connects to that one and connects to that one. And
that's what history's all about.
Oh yeah, that's what it is. And it's neat to see people enjoy it.
Now, before getting to the incredible contributions that people from this section of our state have been a part of, the museum starts visitors off with a journey through the history of the area.
This is a mural that in the museum, it covers a timeline from before early man through early man, then Cabeza de Vaca, shipwreck at Matagorda Bay, Sabine Pass, the Dick Dowling battle that they held there, and it goes all the way up to the Spindletop. Wow! It's 125 feet long by 28 feet tall. Could be the largest in Texas, I'm not sure.
Yeah, might have to check in on that.
Yeah.
Spindletop is synonymous with the rich history of our state, even the entire country. The moment this massive gusher was discovered changed the world, and the camera that caught that particular point in time is on display here.
And actually this particular camera that you see here was one of Mr. Trost's cameras that actually took that picture, which you see below there, the gusher when it was going.
The Spindletop.
The Spindletop. It changed the whole world.
And that's the camera that took a picture of Spindletop.
That's the camera.
That's amazing. The historical artifacts and stories they tell are a big part of this massive museum. But the biographies of the big stars with ties to this part of Texas is what truly stands out in music and sports.
This is our sports exhibit. We have a lot of love for sports in this area, and we have a lot of folks that have done very well. More than 70 people who've made it excel in areas of football, basketball, baseball, boxing, you name it, racing. Here's two gentlemen that a father and son, Bum Phillips and Wade Phillips. Oh, yeah. They're both in our thing. Wade grew up in this area and played football here, and his dad coached at two of the local high schools. Huh. And so there's Bum's exhibit, and there you see a Super Bowl trophy that Wade provided us for his exhibit.
An actual Super Bowl trophy.
Our third graders love that. They have that, and they think that's the greatest thing that they've ever seen.
Professional wrestlers, baseball greats, and football stars that have been head coaches and world champions. The Golden Triangle's list of sports greats is a literal Hall of Fame. But what's even more amazing is the amount of musical talent Southeast Texas has been home to.
George Jones, Tex Ritter, we've got quite a variety of people that have come in here and have done a great job. The Big Bopper, J.P. Richardson. You'll see over here some of his memorabilia, music, and the items that were with him in the plane crash the day music died.
So those dice and that Zippo and that brush, that was all on the plane?
Yes, it was all on the plane.
Along with the sheet music?
Along with sheet music, he had that in a briefcase.
Wow.
The favorite part I have has got to be the music. I mean, that's kind of been the fiber of everybody's life. They hear a song and they remember where they were at a certain time. And we've had over 70 musicians that have been in the music scene that have made a difference.
But the one artist that draws in the visitors, Janis Joplin.
Janis is, people come from all over the world. One of the big attractions that we have here, people wanting to know more about her and things about her life. And we have quite a few things that the family has graciously provided to us, family pictures and heirlooms, so that we can better tell the story of Janis.
It's truly impressive, especially the artwork. The artwork is all actually Janis's artwork.
That's correct. She was a very talented artist in high school. And as she grew up, and these are pieces from some of that time frame. It's funny because you can be in another part of the country and somebody asks you where you're from, you say Port Arthur, Texas, and they start telling you, well, that's where Janis Joplin lives, you know.
It's amazing what the Golden Triangle has been able to give not only Texas, but the entire United States, just with everything they've offered. So appreciate you sharing it with us.
Well, thank you.
You
Appreciate
bet.
you guys coming to the museum.
Well worth a stop on the Texas bucket list.
Thank you so much. Pleasure having you guys here.
You bet. Thank you, sir.